Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. Pay the Man, Episode 4. Jay Wiz, how we doing?
Doing good. Big weekend ahead of us, man. I'm excited.
Huge weekend. Big day. It starts today. Big day. Got UFC in about an hour. Right now it's about 10:20 on a Saturday morning. The early morning grind for Pay the Man. You got UFC starting in about 40 minutes. You got college football kicking off in about an hour and a half. World Series Game 4. You can't ask for anything more. I mean, we want some football, but we got that tomorrow. So Thursday night, I know you had your play. I know I had my play. They weren't on the same side of the ball, but somehow they both lost anyway. It's great.
That's fun. That's great. Yeah. What's funny is you gave 10 reasons why you should take Philly. Fade yourself, go with the Giants, and instead of taking the points, you go money line, and you still end up losing.
End up
That's great.
losing.
I was on Philly, and I'll tell you something. I will never bet. I will never touch Philly again. That was like a bet that I made. And you know what? I lost, but I learned my lesson. I will not touch them again. It's like they did everything in their power to lose. I mean, they missed a 29-yard field goal. They went in the red zone. I don't know what he was looking at. Throws in double coverage, just throws it up, gets picked off in the red zone. And it's like they had so many chances to win that, or they won, but to cover that game. And it's like they were trying to lose. I don't get it, but that's why they're in the NFC East, and that's why they're 2-5.
It's almost Jalen Hurts time over there in Philly. You got to get them in the ball.
But I know you look good for most of the game.
I was up 21-10 with 4 minutes to go. ESPN said I got a 97% chance to win. And they pulled the Falcons. They choked. Evan Ingram, if you checked out our TikTok, you see that play. Evan Ingram drops a wide open pass. Probably would have got down to the 20-yard line. About 2 minutes to go. Run the ball out. Kick a field goal. Go up 8 at least. No. Yeah, because it was 5
Game would have
point
been
game.
over. They would have been able to just chew it out. Yeah.
It would have been nice. But that starts out. Now we're 0-3 on the week. Just to go back 2 days, I had the Rays -1.5. And I also took an early morning table tennis parlay just to see where my luck at was for the week. But so now I'm 0-3 going into a huge day yesterday. Mr. Walker Bueller, he can have my kids. He can.
Okay.
He was bumping 97 to 99 consistently through 6 innings, killing him with the fastball. It was kind of it's right there, go hit it type of approach, and they couldn't do it. Shut down the Rays for 6, gave up 1 run, but he was near perfect. I wound up locking in the Dodgers money line for 1.5 units. Took the juice. Interruptions. Janice, I'm not live or anything. All right. No one likes that, I bet. It's okay. Moving forward. 1.5 units on the Dodgers. Blowout victory. Bad beat of the night. I have people over here took the under. I don't know if you noticed that, but the OU was 7.5. Game finished
What was the final?
Game finished 6-2 after a 2-out bottom 9 home run by your boy Randy.
Oh my!
2 outs, bottom 9, 2 strikes. Jansen gives up a nuke to your boy Randy to hit the over.
But that's a big win for you because now you got momentum going into the weekend.
That is a huge win.
Yeah. I was on one bet yesterday, and it was no run scored in the first inning. Like you said, Bueller on the mound. On the other end, you had Charlie Morton, a guy who's a big-time pitcher in big-time games. It's a World Series, 1-1. I said 6 outs. You know, I'm not a guy who likes to bet the under and sweat for 9 innings, or if you do the first 5, whatever you do, I like to stay away from the under. But I figured 6 outs could be a quick win here. I like the pitching. And what happens, I think it was a 2-out home run, top of the first by Justin Turner. And just like that, you heard it right off the bat, gone, and there's a unit. So that hurt, but it's okay. It's Saturday. I love that the fights are on nice and early today, 11 a.m. our time. rather than having to stay up till 1 a.m. to watch the main event. I like that it's early. We got college football, like you said. So hopefully we could have a big weekend here and turn the week around.
You got to definitely try and turn the week around. Anything that you're on college football-wise? Because I know I got one play in the back pocket.
No, honestly, I was putting out a tweet going to ask for a play because at this point, I don't, like we always say, I don't like to bet college football. I know you don't like to bet college football. It's just I don't know enough about it. So I was going to see if somebody could break my losing streak here and then give me a lock. So
I got a lock for you.
Syracuse
plus 47.5.
They'll find a way to lose 54-3 against Clemson.
47 points. 47. I even bought up a point.
Right. It sounds great, but you got to keep in mind it's college football and they're going up against probably one of the best teams in the country.
We've played Clemson the past 6 times.
I could see 63-0.
No, our offense scores. Put it like this. We beat Georgia Tech team that Clemson blew out last week. Our offense is not the problem. We score points. We can score 21. We can score 15, but we're not getting blown out as bad as the book thinks. 47 points. That is a tremendous amount of points. You don't see – I mean, this is just value based off what they did versus Georgia Tech. But I'm going to take those points.
Difference between Georgia Tech and Clemson.
But no. Clemson beat Georgia Tech, right? 73-3, I believe, or 73-7. That's where they're getting these points from. We beat them 2 weeks ago.
What was the final score?
In that game, it was like 21-10.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. But, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind we compete. Oh, hold on a second. The Pittsburgh game that we lost was 21-10. Georgia Tech, Syracuse, we won 37-20.
Okay.
So, I mean, we've competed in every game. I mean, we lost to Liberty, but that's just something special.
Yeah, exactly. You lost to Liberty. I mean, now you're playing Clemson.
Put up 21 points, though. We can score. So, I mean.
21 points against Liberty is not an accomplishment.
How about 6 versus North Carolina? That's not bad. No, we don't score versus big-time. No, we don't score versus big-time team.
Okay, exactly.
This is going to be one of those games where.
But see, college isn't our bread and butter here.
No.
So.
No, exactly. I mean, you got to have that one play on it. You got to have that one play. But I want to turn this over to you, probably the smarter out of UFC. Let's hear what you got to say.
So should we just do the co-main and the main?
If that's what the most important plays of the day, let's do it.
So let me see what I'm on here. I got 2 things placed right now. I got Rachmanov, who's making his UFC debut. He's undefeated. He's 26 years old, and every fight he's been in, he's got to finish. He's fighting Oliveira, who is a veteran. He's been around for some time, but this kid's coming in, and I think he's going to make a big splash. So I'm on him at minus 130. And then I got a two favorite parlay in Ankalaev and Daeun Jung. But I'm excited for the co-main event and the main event. I mean, the co-main, if you asked me a week ago, I would have been all over Jared Cannonier. I would have told you Cannonier's on a 3-fight win streak. I think Whitaker is on the way down. He got destroyed by Adesanya. And then he got dropped by Darren Till. And I think it's Cannonier's time. I mean, Adesanya says all the time that Cannonier's the dark horse of the division. So I probably would have been on Cannonier. But now I'm thinking about it as the fight gets closer. I'm like, wait a second. The value on what Bobby Knuckles here, he's a dog. Knuckles. He's a dog. He's a former champ. Yeah, he lost to Adesanya, but Adesanya is also undefeated, the best counter striker in the sport. And Whitaker, that's what he wants to do, is he wants to blitz, and he got caught. And against Darren Till, he got dropped, but he came back, looked great, and won the fight. So I think there's a different level here. I think you're talking about Whitaker, who's fought nothing but killers. He's fought Yoel Romero twice. He's beat Jacare Sauce. He's beat Darren Till. He's fought the next in line every single time. If you look at Cannonier, who's 36 years old, he's beat David Branch. He's beat Anderson Silva, who got hurt in that fight, who's past 40, well past his prime, obviously. and Jack Hermanson. None of those guys are in the same conversation as Robert Whittaker. So for him to be the favorite in this fight, and it's even, so it's like they're both minus here, like 105, 110. But I think the value on Bobby Knuckles, how do you not take Whittaker in this fight? You know, and it's also a 3-round fight, which I think leans more towards Whittaker, because Cannonier's best chance here is to knock him out. He's probably got the most power in the division. So, of course, you got to be worried because of that power, and Whittaker's been getting hurt, you know, in his past couple fights. But if he could stay away from those hands, I think he's got the striking advantage. He can mix in his wrestling, and I think he takes probably a decision here.
I like that. I might have to do something with that now. That just inspired me to.
I mean, Whittaker's still only 28, 29, I think. So he's the younger guy. He's still in his prime, and the value here is just insane.
Even though they're kind of even.
Yeah.
He should be a bigger favorite.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the resumes, you know?
And then you got that big main event, right?
Just going back, if you take Whittaker and you lose, you're like, okay, yeah, he lost, so you're not happy about it, but at least you know you took a guy who you've seen fight at this competition before, fight the best of the best, fight in championship fights, and is still in his prime. Cannonier is 36. He looks good. So the age, this UFC is the kind of thing where some people develop earlier than others. Look at Cormier, for instance. So that doesn't mean too much, but I'm not going to put him even because he beat David Branch, Anderson Silva, and Hermanson, you know. But I can't wait for the main event, man.
It's gonna be awesome. That is gonna be some fight. I mean, that is gonna be something. I mean, how do you not take Khabib?
Well, the odds.
Oh, I don't care.
You're gonna lay it?
I don't think I'm gonna lay it, but I do love maybe a Khabib by knockout, DQ,
inside
or
the
TKO.
distance.
Inside distance, something along those lines would definitely be a better play. I'm also looking at the under 4.5. I don't think this goes to the 5th round. I mean, these two are going to go kill each other.
Yeah, like you said, it's hard to go against Khabib. The guy's 20-0. But if you're going to take him, your best options are probably inside the distance and or parlaying him with somebody.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But then again, Gaethje can throw that overhand right, and then Khabib's like, you know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you. I got a unit on Gaethje. I like the value.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like, obviously, I think Khabib's going to win. You got to think Khabib's going to win. I mean, I'm not stupid. He's 28-0. He's beating everybody in front of him. Everybody's making a big deal about the weight cut, but we've seen this with Khabib before.
He had a little facial. He was struggling.
The weight cut's never easy for him. This isn't nothing new. But Gaethje, he's got the stand-up advantage. He's got the power in both hands. He could finish him. And we haven't seen his wrestling that everyone talks about, but he's got the credentials. I mean, he's an All-American D1 wrestler and a guy who broke Jordan Burroughs' teeth. I don't know if you know who Jordan Burroughs is, but he's one of the most accomplished Olympic wrestlers ever of all time. They wrestled in college. He lost, but he ended up breaking Burroughs' front teeth. So if you could do that, the guy everyone says, and again, we haven't really seen an MMA because he loves to stand and fight and put on exciting fights. We really haven't seen his takedown defense, but supposedly he's got wrestling built for MMA. So if he could keep the fight standing, which easier said than done,
yeah, 100%.
The value's there, you know, because I'm not going to bet Khabib. So I put a small play on Gaethje just because I like the value.
That's awesome. I mean, that's some intel right there. We got to hook you up with your boy Robbie from Barstool. Like, get this kid a fucking internship or something. Jesus Christ. All right. I mean, that's UFC right there. That starts in about 20 minutes. We got to get those prelims on the top left of the screen. Definitely got to get that going. Tonight, another game that I want to talk about. World Series Game 4. Dodgers up 2-1 after that huge victory last night. You expecting a Rays comeback or no?
Honestly, who's pitching and what's the odds? I don't even know.
The odds are, I mean, you got two pitchers that are just openers. They're probably not going to start. It's probably going to be a big bullpen game for both teams. But I don't think the odds are anything like last night. I mean, I'm definitely wrong, but let me let you know. Same shit. 165 for the Dodgers and then plus 155 for the Rays. You can't go against these Dodgers. I mean, I'm with you on what you said last episode. You can't go against these Dodgers right now. They're swinging the bat tremendously. Pitching lockdown. Bullpen even came in for like 3 innings last night. Shut the door. They got guys throwing 102 coming out the bullpen. The Rays were done in the 6th inning. It was over. I mean, you're going to see a lot of bullpen tonight from the Rays. But their bats, they didn't look too hot last night. I mean, I was told that – not told. I was listening to ESPN. They were talking about, like I said, big bullpen game. It's probably going to be the battle of the bullpen in this game 4. I mean, I got to go with the Dodgers still.
You know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like the Warriors when you say, oh, if Curry's not on, Klay Thompson could beat you. If Klay Thompson's not on, Durant would beat you. If Durant, maybe Draymond Green has a good night. When you have a lineup with Bellinger and Mookie Betts and Max Muncy and
Will Smith,
Justin Turner, like if it's not Bellinger, it might be Betts. If it's so, it's just when you got a lineup that deep, it's hard to take a team. It's hard to take the Rays in the series. But the thing is, when you're playing every night, the Rays have the ability to win this game. So it's tough. It's tough because, yeah, you like the Dodgers on the series, but if you bet them every night with the odds, you might not even be profitable.
No,
so obviously
now,
I like the Dodgers to win the series, but who knows if the Rays are going to they could win this game and they could lose the next 2. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're playing every day of which games to pick, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's always a problem with that. I mean, it's so tough. It's tough, but
I'm with you. I'd be with the Dodgers.
You got to take the Dodgers. All right. Let's put all that behind us. Let's move on to the main discussion of the day. Tomorrow, 1 p.m.
Last week we were saying how hard this slate was, how brutal it was. This week, it's
this plays everywhere.
Opposite. I don't know. Everywhere. My confliction this week is I like too many teams. I don't know who to play.
Lock them all in. Every single one of them.
I might.
Take the trip to the sports book.
Who knows what I'm capable of.
And then go over there, lock the whole thing in. Let's start. Let's do this. This is Falcons Lions. You got Falcons minus 2.5. Why does that look so good?
Falcons, right?
Yeah, Falcons. Why does that look so good? I mean, I don't give a shit that they're 1-5. They're not a 1-5 team. Everyone knows that. Am I stupid?
No, I'm with you.
Minus 2.5.
I mean, they fire their head coach and then they look like a good team again.
I mean, they look awesome.
Look at that offense.
They played the Vikings and put up 40.
And I would say the Vikings are better than the Lions.
I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, Kirk Cousins is terrible, but that's true. So our play, pay the man, game 1, Falcons minus 2.5. Next game, Browns, Bengals. The Bengals are banged up.
We've seen this game before. And the Bengals couldn't stop the run. Literally, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb just ran it down their throats. And I think this is what the Browns do when they face a good team, like we saw last week against Pittsburgh. They struggled, and they're going to beat up on teams like the Bengals. I think they easily cover that.
There it is again. We're both on the same page. Browns minus 3. Let's rock.
I wonder what the Hunt props are, too. I'm interested to see what those are.
Oh, yeah. We can definitely check those out. Battle of the undefeateds. Someone's coming out with an L. Steelers, Titans. Right now they got the Titans minus 1.5. I don't know. Big Ben is looking like the comeback player of the year. Touchdown pick ratio is 11-1. He's throwing the shit out of the ball. I like the dog here. Slight dog.
Titans?
No, the Titans are the favorite.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm with you. I would feel better. Like, what worries me a little bit is the injuries they've had with
Hmm.
Devin Bush is out, right? Towards
Yeah,
ACL.
his
Sucks.
ACL is gone.
But
Yeah.
I think the Steelers are probably one of the most complete teams in the league right now. I mean, they're great defensively, they're great offensively, and I like them here. Like, how do you not take the Steelers with what they've done with Chase Claypool, what Big Ben's doing, what they're doing running the football? They could beat you with so many different ways, and their defense is just is elite right now. So
It's something
even
special. I
with the
mean,
injuries, you like how they game plan, you like how they. So I'm with you.
they're only giving up 18 points per game
Yeah,
average.
it's insane.
It's nuts. Then again, you look at their schedule though: Eagles, Texans, Broncos, Giants, Browns.
Yeah, it's fair.
I mean, this is probably their first true test, I would say, besides maybe Houston on a good day.
But see, the Steelers used to have blunders even against these bad teams. Like they will lose to a team like the Jaguars. So they're taking care of their business, and you're not going to know if they're capable of beating a good team if they didn't play one yet. So all you could do is beat who's in front of you. So that's what they've done, and they've done a good job doing that. I mean, they blew out the Browns last week. And we,
Yeah,
we were on the Browns last week. We said we
we're on the
liked the
Browns.
value on the Browns, and now we're going to say they're a bad team. So yeah, I think the Steelers will play.
What's crazy is how bad the Titans blew out Buffalo, and Buffalo is probably a top team in the AFC.
Yeah.
So that's something that scares me with that game. But I think we could both lean on the Steelers for that game. Panthers Saints, probably one of the bigger favorites on the day. Saints are -7.
I'm leaning Panthers here. No Michael Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders. Breeze has struggled with those guys, let alone without his best receivers. Problem is they got Kamara still, and the Panthers struggle against the run. But the
Okay.
thing is it's much easier to game plan just knowing all you got to do is stop Kamara. And to get, I think it's a 7-point spread, right?
7.5 right now.
So
Yeah,
to get that touchdown in your back pocket, I mean, I think they have a chance of winning this game.
you're huge with the touchdown in the back pocket, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting. I just think who are the Saints right now to be laying over a touchdown without their two best receivers?
And they almost lost to the Chargers
Yeah,
last week. And then one of those bullshit games that we like to not talk about after it happens. So yeah, I mean the Panthers definitely have the value. Even their money line is juicy, like
yeah.
the Chargers were last week. But is the game you've been talking about off the air for a little bit? Bills Jets, all over it.
I don't think the Jets cover a spread yet. Literally, if you just keep going against the Jets, you're gonna win. You're
Yeah,
gonna
oh
win.
yeah, they have not covered yet.
And now the Bills. I think the Bills lost two straight against the Titans. They're gonna come back with a vengeance here and want to make a statement against the Jets.
Oh yeah, 10 points is nothing.
No, not when it's the Jets.
No, so Bills -10 both ways.
Yeah.
All right, that's easy. If you want to lock that in right now, as you're listening, I would definitely lock that in. Another game, a little barn burner, NFC East, Cowboys, Redskins.
Oh my
You
God,
got
it's division.
it's honestly like a toss up. You can't even. There's no. It's -1. Okay,
Yeah.
-1. I honestly stay away if I give
I
my
would
best
I
advice
would say
there.
Dallas just because they have more talent. I mean, you still have Zeke, you got Amari Cooper, you got CeeDee Lamb, and the Redskins just lost to the Giants. So there's no way you take Washington.
I can't.
Like, I
I
don't
can't.
feel good about any NFC East game. So if I had to stay away from some of these games, this is probably one I would lean to stay away from. But I'd probably lean Dallas here, just knowing the talent they have, and Washington just lost to the Giants. So how do you take them?
I'm staying away. I mean, let me know how that game works out for you because I cannot touch an NFC East game ever again. Tampa Bay with versus Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders. Tampa Bay is -4.5.
Well, let me just say this.
Here we
with
go.
the, with the news out
Here we
that
go.
the
Antonio Brown, baby. Love it.
which he's not playing, but I mean,
Week 9.
I'm sick of the Bucks. I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm sick of Tom Brady. You you had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. You unretire Gronkowski. You say you want him back, and now all of a sudden you're pushing for Antonio Brown, the greatest of all time. And I used to be the guy who says, "Oh, I appreciate greatness, 6 Super Bowls," but how many guys does he need?
It's not bad
Like
to have
I
men.
get
It's
it.
not
Why,
bad to have a lot.
right? Why not? But at some point, I mean, let's have some fairness here. Le'Veon's going to the Chiefs. Like what do we do? This has become the NBA here. You're the greatest of all time. Mike Evans, Godwin's not enough. You need Antonio. You're pushing for Antonio Brown. Like how many guys does the GOAT need?
He loves
But
having his weapons.
anyways, you said Bucks minus 4.5 against
Yeah, the
the who?
Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah, Bucks.
I mean, question before we get into the next game.
I mean, you saw what they did against Green Bay.
Is your analogy and thought process different if Green Bay beats them? Are you still a little salty from that game? That's why you're hating on them a little more? Because I remember receiving numerous texts from you during the
No,
Super Bowl or
because
respect greatness. And now all of a sudden you're
right.
shitting
Well,
on them.
I mean, I respect Ray, but same thing with the Chiefs. Le'Veon goes to the Chiefs. Like, how many guys you need? Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, the NFL used to be the thing where it was like everybody could compete. Now you're
Yeah.
starting to see these teams form super teams and like, I don't know. But anyways, I like the Bucks here.
Bucks minus 4.5.
Yeah, you saw how good their defense is. Again, I said the Steelers were elite defense, similar to the Bucks. I mean, their linebackers are flying all over the field. I think the Raiders they have a good record, but I don't think they're as good as their record shows. I think the Bucks are starting to gain some momentum here, and I think the Bucks are the play. They should easily win by a touchdown.
Sounds like a plan. Chiefs, Broncos. You got Chiefs favored at -8. -8 versus the Broncos. That's fun.
You got to
That's
go
intriguing.
Chiefs, right? You got to go Chiefs.
You can't go any other way.
Yeah, you got to go Chiefs.
Also like the over in that game at 45. Anything with a 4 and the Chiefs, how many over?
Yeah.
That's
It's just the
play.
only thing is could the Broncos score?
I mean, let's see the last game, 18.
And as crazy as it sounds, like I'm happy the Chiefs lost to the Raiders a couple weeks ago because I feel like they got it out the way, and I feel like the Broncos don't stand a chance this game.
No shot. I mean, even like the Packers, they lost. They got it out of the way. Move on to the next game then, where they play Houston.
I can't see them losing to the Raiders and then the Broncos within 3 weeks.
What's crazy is that this next game takes us back to last week when my whale play was Pats -8. Pats -8. Jay Grimm's 0-1 in his whales. But now they go up against the 49ers, and they're favored by 2.5 versus the 49ers. After the 49ers come out and beat the Rams 24-16. I got to go 49ers. I'm fading what I said last week. Give me the money line plus 125. Give me the 2.5 points. Maybe move it to 3 just in case of a little field goal. But I can't take that Pats team after what happened last week. You lost to Denver, 18-12. Offense looks terrible in back-to-back weeks. Put up 10 versus the Chiefs, 12 versus Denver. I think Cam started out hot. I'm pretty sure he had a successful first 3 weeks of the season. And then you shit the bed past 2. I can't bet you again. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, when I saw that line, I immediately liked San Francisco. You saw what they did on Sunday night? Sunday night. Yeah. They look like the team they did last year, and that's saying a lot because they got a lot of injuries still defensively. But, I mean, you're talking about a great defensive coach, one of the best offensive minds in football as your head coach. I mean, they're great coaches. They find ways to get their guys open and different schemes defensively. And their offense is healthy now with Garoppolo. You got Kittle. This guy Ayuk looks real good. So to get that team now who's starting to come together, I like them as dogs here.
It's a big play. I love it. We got 4 games left. Jags, Chargers. Chargers -7.5. Herbs.
I think the Chargers win again. A touchdown in the back pocket, 7.5. That half a point makes a
The
difference.
touchdown in the back pocket.
Because to me, I mean, I see Jags backdoor cover here all the way.
It definitely has that type of game written all over it.
Right?
It's the same situation as last week. And the game you said prior. They're both plus 290 dogs. Getting that touchdown. No one hates the Jaguars' offense. I mean, they score. And Herbert almost took down Drew Brees, almost beat Tom Brady. I mean, almost. Didn't he come in versus the Chiefs that week and only lose by 3 in overtime?
Yeah.
So this kid is legit.
Definitely.
This kid played 4 games and lost all 4 games by 1 possession. So he's hanging with the top. Chiefs, Panthers, Bucks, Saints. He's hanging with them.
Yeah, I like Herbert a lot, but the Chargers as a whole, -7.5. Like, who are the Chargers who are laying 7.5 points?
Exactly. Sunday night game, Seattle, Arizona.
I like Seattle a lot here.
That Seattle -3 is the play. So I was gonna wait till later, but that's the Jay Grimm whale. Seattle -3.5. That's it. I'm 0-1, but we're gonna bounce back. We're looking to go back to 500 with this. Put it in Russell Wilson's hands. Undefeated versus a Cardinals team that I just can't stand after what they did to me a couple weeks ago. That's my whale play of the week right there. The Jay Grimm whale. Welcome back.
I like it. I'll be on it. If they
That's
lose, I'm going to blame it on you and not me. But
I'll take full credit for that one. Sunday Night Football. I mean, I know they're away. They're in Arizona, but Russell Wilson's probably MVP of the league right now.
Yeah.
You got to roll
with
with
the Cardinals, we're putting a lot of stock that they beat the Cowboys. The Cardinals are very inconsistent. And Seattle -3, like you said, you're getting the MVP of the league right now. How do you not?
You got to be all over that. All over that. And that takes us to the Monday night game. Bears-Rams, 5-1, 4-2. Rams are -6. You're not getting that touch. You're not getting the touchdown from the Bears, but you're also putting a Rams team out there that just lost to the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. Back-to-back primetime games, by the way.
This is a tougher game. I'd probably lean Chicago here.
It's understandable.
Probably lean Chicago, but this is a game I'll probably stay away. I think there's so many good plays out there. I mean, why force yourself into making a play? I mean, because the Rams just lost to San Francisco, but the Bears also, you're saying like, okay, they're not as good as their record is, but they are 4-2. Their offense really struggled, so I'll probably stay away from this game.
I agree. I mean, the Rams beat up on bad teams and lose to good teams. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Well, they both do.
That's true. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm seeing right now, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure week 1, Lions-Bears, the Lions dropped that. DeAndre Swift dropped that wide open pass. So that's a loss. The bullshit comeback versus the Falcons. That's a loss. Tom Brady not knowing what down. That's a loss. I mean, it's not a loss to them, but to us, in our eyes, that can easily be L's and can flip the whole switch of the spread.
What's the over-under on that game? Not to cut you off.
No, you're good. OU is 45.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like the under, but again, I don't really like betting unders and watching a whole game hoping they don't score.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Let's wrap this one up with the last game on the slate.
Yeah,
kind of waited till the end.
Doing this.
Look at this back-to-back inter. What's up, Tony? Let's go, Tony Daggs. Let's go. What's up, yeah, baby? Let's go. What's up, baby?
You don't hear me. I got my AirPods in.
Thomas said, "What's up?"
You going anyone you want. All right. I mean,
this is awesome.
You should have a thing that you put on the door. Recording.
Recording. I love it. This is great. Happens in both houses. Let's just take in the room. You got the McGregor knock on the Tony. Be good. You got the Packers hat on the door. The dogs are going crazy. Look at this. Jay Whiz.
We'll edit this out. Don't worry about it.
No, we won't. This is content. I love it. Let's rock. Packers, Texans. Let's hear it. A little rattled in the face.
No,
Wiz, a little rattled.
He's in here.
All right, we're good. Packers,
Packers.
100%.
Yes.
Packers. Look at them. Get the dogs barking. Look at Wiz go. Handle the situation, Wiz. Not a babe. Way to handle it.
That apple for the ASPCA comes on my neck.
We will not be editing any of that out. Not a babe.
Here we go.
Oh,
It's got to be Packers.
nah, I like
And
the
I know you see it here, you see it all over here,
the place.
but
Yeah, it's not right.
I mean, the Texans are horrible. They got Deshaun Watson, and that's pretty much it. They have no offensive line. They have one win on the. Are they? What's it? 1-5?
1-5. About to be
1-5. Yeah, no, they're 1-5. Packers are looking to bounce back. Texans defense is nowhere near the Bucs defense. And you're getting. I feel like this line's a little disrespectful.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, how do you not listen? I get it. We lost to the Bucs, but the Bucs are a much better team than the Texans, and the Texans are a 1-5 team. Who they beat, by the way?
Who the Texans beat? They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, okay. So I mean, that's all you pretty much got to say about that. And this is gonna sound biased, so take it for how you will. But I'm gonna be all over Bills money line, Chiefs money line, Packers money line. I think that's risk 100 to win like 130-ish. I mean, the Bills aren't losing the Jets. The Chiefs aren't losing the Broncos. Said that last time, though. Said that last time they lost to the Raiders. But, I mean, come on. And listen, the Packers are not losing this game.
All right, you said it. Lock it in, fellas.
And Aaron Jones, even with or without Aaron Jones. Because obviously you want Aaron Jones to be in, but even if you don't play, Jamal Williams, A.J. Dillon's going to come in and get more burn this game.
That's why you draft the running back.
Yeah.
That's why you draft the running back.
A lot of good plays this week.
I love it. NFL slate's hot. UFC is just about to start. We're going to wrap this one up here. Pay the Man.
Have a week.
4. Have a week. Multiple interruptions. This is going unedited. I don't care. This is awesome. Bring the content. Much love to everyone that's supporting, listening, showing us feedback on Twitter, Facebook, wherever I'm getting this feedback from. I appreciate it. Let's have a week, fellas. Be good.